Okay, let's dive right into this. Welcome to today's Explainer, where we are looking at something completely reshaping an entire industry, market dominance through AI-driven real estate acquisitions. We're talking about the 2026 landscape here, where the rules of the game have fundamentally changed, and AI is absolutely dictating the new, hyper-efficient future of real estate investing.
Listen to this because it's a harsh reality. Manual lead generation, it's dying. It really is. If your day-to-day still involves grinding through endless cold call lists, sending manual text blasts, and desperately chasing down leads who won't even reply, you are running out of time. The sheer exhaustion of that manual grind is simply not sustainable anymore.
Which brings us to a really tough question you've got to ask yourself right now. Are you building a scalable system, or are you just giving yourself another job? Think about it. If you're doing every single thing by hand, you haven't built a business. You've built a grueling, high-stress job. This whole explainer is about making that shift, moving from being an overworked employee in your own operation to becoming a dominant force in your market.
So the crucial point is exactly this. In 2026, the real estate market does not reward the investor who works the longest. It rewards the investor who moves the smartest. The folks who are actually taking over their local markets right now, they are absolutely not pulling 100-hour weeks. No way. They're using AI to spot and act on the absolute best opportunities way faster than any human could ever hope to.
Section 1. The shift in targeting, moving beyond the grind.
The difference in how you target leads now is basically night and day. You've got the old spray and pray strategy on one hand, where you just blast the exact same message out to thousands of random homeowners and cross your fingers that one person replies. It's chaotic and it's exhausting. But then you contrast that with predictive AI precision. AI advertising isn't just, clicking boost on a post. It's a predictive, self-optimizing engine. It analyzes actual behavior to find the exact people who are most likely to take action. And this brilliantly illustrates the sheer volume of data we're talking about. AI instantly targets very specific distress signals. We're looking at things like probate, foreclosure, inherited properties, sudden vacancy, homes that need major repairs, or owners under severe financial pressure. Instead of taking a wild guess, the AI processes all these incredibly specific, complex data points in a fraction of a second.
The result? You finally stop shouting into the void. You place the exact right message in front of the exact right homeowner right when they need it. Because distressed sellers, they aren't looking for flashy, clever ads. They want a solution. They want certainty. And AI makes sure your specific offer, whether that's sell as is and choose your closing date or skip the repairs, lands perfectly in front of the person desperately needing that lifeline.
Let's jump into Section 2, the speed advantage, winning the attention war.
Look, human follow-up is always going to be inconsistent. We get busy, calls get missed, texts are totally forgotten, and boom, expensive leads just fall right through the cracks. But compare that to a machine response. Machines literally do not get tired. An AI-powered system responds instantly, keeps the conversation going, qualifies the seller, and actively moves that opportunity straight toward an appointment without a single delay.
Paint this picture in your head. While you're sitting there reviewing a spreadsheet, an AI investor has already booked the appointment. That's the reality. Every single minute matters. The longer you wait to respond to a motivated seller, the more likely it is they're already on the phone with your competitor. It is a massive, massive efficiency gap between the manual grinders and the automated investors.
And, when you finally do connect with them, your message actually has to resonate. Generic marketing like "we buy houses," it just doesn't work anymore. Homeowners have seen it 1,000 times. It's just white noise to them. On the flip side, personalized AI angles literally stop the scroll. AI helps generate much stronger headlines and specific hooks that directly address the seller's actual situation, pulling them in because you're speaking right to their unique, immediate concerns.
Let's move to and see how this builds into the AI acquisition loop. It's a seamless four-step workflow. First, the AI targets those specific distress signals. Second, it captures the lead. Third, and this is a total game changer, it scores the lead automatically. And finally, it books the appointment instantly. The whole shebang flows together securely and, most importantly, automatically.
This interconnected loop creates what we call omnipresence. Basically, reaching the homeowner seamlessly across Facebook, search engines, and display advertising, all from one unified system. So the homeowner sees you on social media, then again when they run a Google search, and then they get an instant text the second they submit their info. Plus, the AI catches patterns across all these channels that human eyes would easily miss, scoring those leads right inside your CRM so you know exactly which high-probability deal you need to tackle first. Moving on to Section 3, the ROI factor. Cheaper, faster, and compliant.
So traditionally, an expensive tech stack means you're paying separately for a CRM, a dialer, virtual assistants, skip tracing, follow-up software, ad agencies, the list goes on. That can drain thousands of dollars a month before you've even closed a single deal. But contrast that bloated mess with a unified AI ecosystem. Going from a raw idea to a live campaign happens in minutes. No long email chains, no waiting on agency delays, just fast-moving, streamlined intelligence.
Now, what's really interesting about this is that this level of automation absolutely does not require some massive enterprise budget. Our source material points out that tools like REI Reply actually bring all these AI-powered advertising, communication, and management features together, starting at literally just $99 a month. You really don't need to patch together a wildly expensive tech stack to get this kind of market-dominating power. And because you're drastically reducing your overhead, a whole new strategy opens up for you. You can put more money directly into your actual campaigns. You don't need to outspend the massive corporate operations in your market. You just need to outthink them. Being smarter with your capital and letting AI do all the heavy targeting allows you to punch way, way above your weight class. Now, here's a pretty fascinating, maybe slightly ironic twist. A lot of investors think they need to be hyper-aggressive with their manual marketing if they want to win. But actually, aggressive manual marketing carries a hugely high compliance risk when it comes to fair housing and truth in advertising. Seriously, one careless text blast can cause a massive legal headache. But an AI acquisition machine, it gives you consistent, safe messaging. You move at lightning speed, but your compliance risks are strictly managed and unnecessary human errors drop to zero. Finally, Section 4, the 2026 mandate, adapt or fade. Listen, for real estate investors in 2026, this technology isn't just some optional, fun tool for the tech-savvy anymore. It's the baseline. It is the new foundation of market dominance. The benefits of this AI-driven path are crystal clear. Smarter ads, better leads, faster follow-up, and bigger deals. When you adopt a unified system like this, you completely leave the manual grind behind. You capture attention instantly, and you build a predictable business that actually works while you sleep. Which leaves us with one incredibly unavoidable question. Will you use AI before your competitors take control of your market? Because investors who ignore this shift, they are just going to keep working harder and harder for fewer and fewer results. Don't be the one left behind, staring at a spreadsheet while the entire market passes you by. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll see you next time.